Hey guys, what is up? It is SSD Middleman here with Guides for Us All, and we are back with Warframe from scratch, episode 16. I'll be talking a little bit about the future of this series near the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But nevertheless, let's get right into it. To start things off, I used Syndicate Reputation to get the Sancticastanas once more, and I actually decided to keep these as my own personal ones. Then we finished crafting the Dual Ether Swords, the Dual Skana, the Gamma Core, the Ignis, the Penta, the Rubico, and the Limbo Theorem and Patient Zero quest blueprints. A lot of people were thinking that I was a bit strange for crafting so many things at once, but I would argue I'm just being efficient. Then, there was a Baylor Fomorian alert, so I decided to farm some Omega Isotopes and craft some of those things you use against the Baylors. I did about 7 runs and only got the Imperator Vandal blueprint once. After about 6 or 7 runs, I decided I just did not want to do that anymore. Maybe in the future when another Fomorian comes along, I will go for the Imperator Vandal. Then I finished crafting Banshee and Chroma, who were just 2 absolutely fantastic Warframes. And then I went to farm Orican Derelict Assassinate missions to get the Necros parts. I had 3 missions that I'd crafted myself, I believe, from the coordinates I've gotten. And the rest were thanks to mining for diamonds, a subscriber of mine who let me use some of his keys to run for Necros. I actually managed to get all of his parts and of course a few Orican cells from killing Lephantis, and we started crafting Necros, or at least Necros' parts. Then I went out leveling. People keep asking where I go to level my stuff up. I either go to Draco on Ceres, or I go and do some spy missions if I'm feeling like playing by myself. Of course, there are a lot of other great missions to level up on, certain Dark Sector missions, and sometimes even survival missions, but I always recommend playing in a squad of 4, as that spawns more enemies equals more experience, obviously. So, I went and maxed out Banshee, the Hind, the Sancticastanas, the Dual Skana, the Ignis, the Comb, the Dual Ether Swords, the Sobek, Chroma, the Penta, and the Meridetron. As you can see, a lot of my time was spent leveling equipment whilst recording this part. And then, of course, after leveling all that stuff, I did manage to get to Mastery Rank 12, so I did the test and got to Mastery Rank 12. After that, the Necros parts had finished crafting, and we began crafting Necros, who is going to be super useful for farming all of those resources we need, especially for the research in the dojo. Now, after Necros was finished crafting, Baro Katir had graced us with his presence once more, so I went over to him and sold some more of my random useless prime parts for ducats, and bought the Meridetron, as you probably already guessed because I maxed it out, as I said earlier. Then I went ahead and bought the Nezha chassis for 5 platinum, and the systems for 15 platinum, as the price has gone down a lot as of recent, and I wanted to get those so that I could craft them soon, although I didn't begin crafting them yet because I need like 4,200 plastids, and that's going to take a while. Then I used my Syndicate Reputation to get the Secura Dual Sestra. So most of the time in this part was just spent leveling my stuff, and a lot of you guys were saying that you'd like these episodes released more frequently. Some people say every day, which just isn't going to be possible, but maybe every 3 days, like twice a week or something like that, could be possible if you don't mind the parts being a little bit shorter. Of course, I'm going to try and put as much work into them as I can, but if you guys want them released every 3 days, I will try and work more intensively on them, although they will definitely be shorter than the older from scratch episodes. Another thing is, a lot of people were wondering about changing the goals and direction of the series, as it seems right now, as some people have put it, I'm kind of try-harding Warframe, which I agree. It has almost gotten to that point where I'm just try-harding, crafting a bunch of stuff, getting tons of Mastery XP, grinding for items in the Void, which is all well and good, but something I've actually never tried is Fashion Frame, which is, of course, collecting sonatas and color palettes and changing the colors and the looks of your Warframe to look absolutely beastly and super cool. That is Fashion Frame, and I think maybe we'll delve into that starting in the next part. So I'll most likely spend a lot of my time in From Scratch 17 farming for Void parts, trying to get some platinum, and maybe buying some customization for some of my Warframes, maybe getting the color palettes so I can make them look a little bit more swaggy. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you think about that idea, if you'd like From Scratch to be released every 3 days or so there will be quicker video output, although it will have a little bit less content inside of it. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like rating down below and subscribe to see some more videos in the future. If you could, make sure to check out my Facebook and Twitter. I give out video updates and sometimes some pretty strange and funny posts on there, so follow me there if you will at GuidesForUsAll, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.